welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a full face of $1 makeup. So yeah, I'm interested to see how many of these products will work for me. I am not expecting everything to work, and I'm not expecting everything to look perfect, but the goal of this is to just try it and see how it turns out. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And also, so if you guys are interested to see how these products work out, keep on watching. Yes, I picked up some of these as well from the Dollar Tree. These are so cute and nice little organization bins. So I'm going to see if I can fit my makeup in here so that I don't have to pour them out. That's what I was afraid of, and it still happened. All right, let me just go ahead and situate myself, and I'll be right back. I would never be able to go to Sephora and buy like a bin of makeup and fill this thing up ever. The price I paid for all of this would get me like a foundation at Sephora. So to think I'm going to take the price of a foundation at Sephora and do a full face of makeup from the Dollar Tree is crazy. You know what? It's crazy. But yeah, this is not working out. I need to take them out of their packaging. All right, so I'm gonna go in the same order I would if I was doing my makeup on a regular day, and I'll normally start off with my eyebrows. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with that. And for my eyebrows, I picked up two different products for that. I found a brow pomade in the shade deep brown for $1, and I also found a dark brown brow pencil. They didn't have the regular ones that I normally get, but this one was new to me, so I figured I'd just go ahead and try it. It comes with this like brush end on the top, which I think is pretty cool. This pencil is so dry, it's hurting. Yeah, this is not good at all. So how dry it is, it like broke off. Yeah, this is not good at all. And we're just gonna go ahead and skip this, and I'm gonna go in with the brow pomade. So that's what it looks like out of the packaging. Oh look, it's even sealed off. I didn't even realize that. That's nice to know. Oh, this kind of looks very warm. That's what it looks like. It looks very warm, but that might just be from it settling down. Now when it came to brushes, they didn't have a lot of options there. I did pick up a few brushes, but for the most part they had a good bit. They had a bunch of these like wet and wild, pink and white brushes. I already owned a bunch of them already, so I picked up ones that I thought I didn't have, and yeah, so I pulled those out to use, and I'm going to use that to put the pomade down. I'm gonna switch brushes, and I'm gonna take this Milani one because that one wasn't working out as well as I'd hoped. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this pomade is not the best. It's just too slippery and slidey. It's not, I can't say it's creamy. It's just, it's not bad. It's just not a texture that I like. I guess because I'm so used to my other brow cream, but you guys can see the color is not bad either. It's a little bit on the warmer side for what I would use on my brows, but it's not horrible. Yeah, I don't like the texture of this, but I feel like you have to pick up a bunch of product to get it to show up, but at the same time it makes your brows look clumpy. Oh, and it's drying down. My brows actually feel very oh, it's rolling up now. The product is actually rolling up and kind of balling up in the brows. Not a big fan of the brow pomade. I just don't think it works as well as others that I've tried. It would have been nice if it did work well, because that was just $1. So I'm just gonna take this one right here. This is a Colormates brow pencil, and I'm gonna use that to just try to fix this as best as I can. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to clean up my brows real quickly. I'll be using these two products. I'm going to be taking this concealer right here from LA Colors. This is the darkest shade that they had in the concealer. It looks rather light. It looked a lot darker in the store, but this is in the shade Nude, so I don't know why I thought it was even a darker shade. This is way too light for me, but in the store it looked so much darker. I'm just gonna put some on the back of my hand. In the store it looked so much darker, I guess because it was the darkest shade that they had in comparison to the others. Oh honey, that's so light. Okay, so apart from the fact that this is obviously way too light for me, it doesn't have a bad consistency. It goes on very nicely. It's gliding on really nicely. It's not too runny, and it definitely doesn't seem like it's gonna be like a full coverage concealer. So I picked up this foundation right here. This is in the shade Sand. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to use this one to clean the top of my brows. And it might have to be the still kind of questionable, but a better option for me to try to conceal with later on. This out. Ooh, this concealer feels like it's setting. Alright, before going further, I have some lip gloss on, but I did pick up some lip balms that I want to try out. So I did see this one. It's an Oreo flavored lip balm, and I was very intrigued by the fact that it's supposed to be like Oreo scented. I have already tried it out. I just put it back in the packaging. This feels like a regular lip balm. At first I didn't think it smelled like Oreos. I thought it was more vanilla-y. It had more of a vanilla smell, but after I started applying it, I got the Oreo smell. It smells really good. I also have this one right here. This is the lip balm, the watermelon. It's a watermelon scented lip balm. I love the packaging. Oh, it smells so good. And then you just pop the bottom open and the product is right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply. It feels really good, and it has more of that like more glossy feeling to me than a balm. We're gonna move into eyeshadow, and I'm gonna go ahead and prime my lids, and I'm gonna use this concealer. Okay, so I have a few different options for eyeshadows. I have this little palette right here. It comes with like a little mirror right there. I also have this one right here. It's like a one pan, but it has like 3 different shadows mixed in. And then I didn't know if these eyeshadows would show up really well on my skin tone, so I picked up a palette so that I could use that black shade to deepen up any of the shades that I have. I'm going to use this shade right here to just maybe set down this concealer a little bit more. I don't know if I'm pointing to the right shade because this palette is so tiny. Yeah, this is these eyeshadows. I think it's cute, but not very practical because you can't really get your brush in there all that well. I'm gonna use the same brush, but before I dip it into the eyeshadow, they had brush switchers. That's what it looks like. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the brush switcher to clean off this eyeshadow. It just removes any excess color, and it looks like it did a good job. I can see the color on there. I'm gonna take this shade right here, and I'm gonna start blending that in my crease and transition area. Ooh, wow, that is very, very pigmented. I was not expecting that at all. I can't believe that this eyeshadow surprised me. See, I was judging it because it was $1, but look at it now. It's like pulling through for my sister, pulling through. And I'm just going to blend on the edges with nothing extra on this, just to kind of help to soften those edges. So I'm going to go into this brown shade in here and see how this one performs. I'm going to put that on the outer V. Okay, it's looking a little bit deeper, but maybe I need to like switch brushes. Jesus, I'm not even expect so the shadow ya. Look and pick up other eyeshadow palettes I'm gonna use, and look on this here. $1. If me didn't know, me did spend $1 on this, but me didn't say true. See, me I underestimate. This eyeshadow palette is amazing for $1. The eyeshadows blend so well. So now that I got like the intensity that I want, there's 3 shades in here, and they're all like shimmery, like metallic-y shades. Now I'm going to take this one. Wow, and I didn't even have to get the brush wet. It's just, it went on just as pigmented. I'm gonna take the orange shade and I'm going to use it to blend in between that brown and red. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this black shade from here, just a little bit on the outer V, because I do want to like just deepen up that a little bit more. So I'm just gonna take my pencil brush and I'm just going to place it right where I want it. Take that brush and just blend this out, and we should be done with that. Who knew that I will be getting this nice of a blend, this nice of an eye look from Dollar Store Makeup? So it's time for liner, and I found this felt tip liner as well. Oh, okay, it's very stiff. It doesn't have any bend to it, but it's also very black and pigmented. Okay, so I wasn't going for this thick of a liner, but that's what we ended up with. So I'm just gonna work with it and try to create, I'm gonna try to create the same liner on this side. But this liner is actually not bad at all. I really like the way it worked. One of the most exciting things about my trip today was that they had lashes. Now they normally do have some type of lashes at the Dollar Tree, but they normally look so plastic and fake that I never bother with them. But I have to say that these ones that I found looked amazing. I don't know if you can see like the design on them, but this one's a little bit more dramatic, and then this one is still kind of dramatic for someone that's not really looking for really long lashes, but it's also a little bit more tamed down. But I think I'm leaning more to this one for this look. This is from the brand Ioni. It's their 3D Folks Mink lashes, and this one is in the style wispy. Wow, these lashes actually look really nice on. So I forgot to coat my lashes with mascara before, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now so that they blend into the falsies really well. So I picked up this one. So it just has a regular looking wand. I can't really tell if this mascara is doing anything for my lashes, but we'll be able to tell later on when I put them on my lower lash line. Okay, so I couldn't find any face primer at the Dollar Tree, so I'm just going to be using this one from e.l.f. It's their poreless face primer. It's still affordable. It's not $1, but it's still kind of in the more affordable category. And I did do my skincare routine prior to this. Okay, so now that the primer is down, let's get back to the $1 stuff. And for foundation, I have this one right here. This is the LA Colors Liquid Makeup, and it says it gives flawless looking skin, helps to even skin tone. So it has some interesting claims on here, so I'm very interested to see if it will do that. It doesn't say that it's full coverage or it's matte. It doesn't claim to do any of that, so we'll just see how it works. This is not going to be my shade, but I'm still gonna give it a whirl. No. All right, so I love the fact that it comes in a little container with a pump. I'm just going to blend out that tiny little bit right there. Okay, so I'm using this Shop Miss A sponge. This sponge was $1, but it's just not from the Dollar Tree. But the foundation is just, I don't know what, it's like disappearing into my skin. Like there's no coverage, even though it's so light. I don't know if it's even giving me a cast on my face. I can't even say. It just kind of disappeared. Let me try again. Let me try again. Let's see. Let me just keep going and just adding some more. But it does make my skin look really nice and glowy. I'm going to just move on from the foundation. I'm going to go ahead and take that matte liquid foundation again in that sand shade. I think it's sand. Yeah, I'm going to take that and I'm going to use it as my concealer. But yeah, I'm not going to put too much of this on, just because we already know that this shade is not my correct concealer shade, and in situations like this, less is more. I'm just going to blend it out. Yeah, I knew that it was going to be a problem once we got to the complexion products. It's always like really hard to find dark enough, deep enough shades at the Dollar Tree when it comes to complexion products. I can't see me using these for anything else at the end of this. I'm just going to finish trying to make this work, but I don't think that these concealers and foundations are very good anyways, but we just have to push through, try to get this video done. But yeah, and then I have this contouring stick right here. I don't know what shade it is, but it was a darker shade that they had there, so I picked it up. Nothing else was my shade anyways. Look, this probably would have been my perfect concealer shade. Let me see. That would have been more of my concealer shade. Well, let's use this and see, because this definitely is not going to contour me. Okay, so this contour stick worked out better for my concealing, highlighting shade than those other two that I was trying to use. So there's not as much coverage still, so I feel like there could be like a lot more coverage. I'm going to go in and set my face, and to set my face, they didn't have any loose powders, but I did find powders. These are the two darkest shades that they had there available. So I'm going to try to use them to set my face and see how that works out. But for my under eye, I'm going to take the lighter of the two shades, which is this one. I'm going to use that to set down my under eyes. Brush and setting that down. It doesn't look too bad. going to go in with the darker shade, and I'm going to set my entire face. So I'm gonna go in with that burnt orange shade, and I'm going to blend that on the lower lash line first. I'm gonna take that brown shade again and I outline this on my waterline. I got this auto liner right here. It's a black one. I'm going to use this to line the waterline. So this looks pretty promising as well. Okay, so I couldn't find a bronzer in the store. So what I'm going to do is, this is a LA Colors eyeshadow palette that I already had from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just going to go in there and I'm going to try to use this eyeshadow shade right here as my bronzer. Jazzy. Oh, this is the LA Colors highlighter in the shade Jazzy. So I'm going to be using this one right here. So I also found this e.l.f. brush there. So it's the e.l.f. stippling brush. I'm just going to use it to apply my highlighter. I like the highlighter. I just think it's just a little bit too on the yellow golden tone for my skin tone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with, because I need to tone down how light this highlighter is, I don't like the tone of it, I'm just going to go in with this same eyeshadow palette again, and I'm going to take this kind of bronzy eyeshadow right here, and I'm just going to top off this one just to kind of help tone down that yellow undertone that it has. I'm going to blend it out now. And for blush, I have this blush right here from LA Colors again, and this one is the Velvety Finish blush, and it's in the shade Berry Plum. So I'm going to go ahead and clean off this brush again with the brush switcher. This thing came in very handy, who knew? And I'm going to use this same brush as my blush brush. Yeah, that looks really nice. On to the lips, and for my lips I have two options right here. I have this lip duo with a lip gloss and a lipstick, and I have this right here. This is a lip gloss. It says it's a high shine lip gloss. I wanted to use this brow pencil as my lip liner, but I don't know, I'm still gonna give it a try and see if it works as it. If not, oh my god, this is so dry. I just sharpened it thinking that it would waken it up a little bit. Let me try to warm it up on the back of my hand. It is so dry. No, I'm tearing up my lips trying to use that.
Look at the difference with it. So creamy. Don't even have to press really hard to get the product to apply.
So I'm gonna go with this one first. Uh-oh. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to top it off with this gloss. It's a pretty color, but I think I want to try this one now. I wouldn't say that this is like a high shine gloss. It's not very high shine and glossy, but it's not a bad formula but I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara to my lower lash line. It's time for the final step, and it's to set everything in place, and I'm going to be using this setting spray that I got as well. It's a setting spray that helps to extend your makeup wear. So let's see, let's spray first. It doesn't smell like anything, but it seems like it has a nice spritzer, so let's see. I think this makeup actually turned out really well and it looks pretty good. I would definitely go out with this. I am so surprised and very, very impressed with some of the quality of the stuff that I used today. That's it, guys. We've come to the end of another video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your family and friends. And let me know what you guys think about this makeup look that I was able to come up with using all $1 makeup. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.